The TMR gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio. The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931. The Monster YouTube channel at RX931. And Twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Markki. Join the TMR gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, but let's do some greets first.
Yes, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and we want to say good morning to everybody in the comment section, but also these texters. Mark Jensen says, hello, good morning. Mitch is also locked in. Hello, Mitch. Hi to Cyril and Jean, Adriel, Prince. Dan Lester, Cyril is asking, musta naman 11-11, check out natin. Dumating na, like half yesterday.
Oh my gosh, ang
yeah,
bilis.
it took like literally less than 24 hours for some of them to get delivered. So yay. Hello to Jaire and to Ray. Ray says, good morning, happy Monday. Hope everyone's ready for the week. Sharing my baby Taliesin Rain's 3rd month photo shoot. Last 11-11. Oh, a little baby.
Aw.
How
Grabe
cute.
naman, baby, may photo shoot na. Ako, anong edad na ako bago
Diba,
photo
diba some of
shoot?
them,
I
do it
know, right?
monthly?
Right?
It's cute.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish, it's one of those things, no? Kasi hello, obviously. Being born in 1987.
Hindi pa masyadong, ma-photo shoot.
Hindi
yung
pa
mga-
gets, yung parang hindi pa masyadong big yung, parang I just wish I had more baby photos. Not so much kid photos, but baby, like sanggol. Because ang konti-konti,
Baka
my
sa
gosh.
museum.
Sepia. nga. Like literal sepia.
Oh my-
Hindi
For
kailangan
real?
ng hello.
Your photos?
Yes.
Baby photos?
Like naninilaw. Like literally sepia. Sepia.
Sepia?
Sepia.
It will always feel weird to me to say sepia.
I know, right? Sa atin
Right? It's
sepia
so
kasi
weird.
talaga.
Oo.
Eh.
Butter Baby says, good morning. Also saying hello to Gabrielle Emenzo. Nico says, good morning, Diz Son. Hi to Hody H, who says, yay, my streaming na. Great. Mommy Kathy says, happy Monday. I tried to bed rot over the weekend and realized one thing. It's impossible to bed rot when you have kids.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
That I saw this tweet, this post. Parang haba ng post, pero ewan ko kung bakit, pinagtiyagaan ko lang siya. Yung parang, a husband came home after work. When he entered the house, parang the front door was open. The dog, pero like super detailed ha. The dog was nowhere to be found. There were parang holes in the yard. And then pag enter niya, yung kids were like, turned the house upside down, and like he was so scared na parang, has there been like a break-in?
An invasion?
A home invasion? Ganyan. Parang like, and finally, with a lot of trepidation, he walked up the stairs. Tapos talagang mayhem. And then finally, pag akit niya, pagkita niya yung wife niya, naka-cover ng blanket. And it was like, oh my gosh, like, has she been like cut up and like all bloodied under this? Pag bukas niya, pagtanggal niya ng covers, it was the wife just like reading a book. And then so like, sabi niya parang like, what happened? And then the wife goes, like every day when you come home from work, you ask me like, what do you even do? Like, the whole day. Sabi niya, well, today,
I didn't do that.
everything that I did, I didn't do. Basta parang ganun. Well, it was put in a much more elegant way.
So
Pero
that's what
gets,
it takes to
that's
keep
what it
a
takes.
household together.
Like parang ikaw, as somebody who goes to work every day, feeling mo wala akong ginagawa.
You have no idea.
One day that I stop doing whatever it is that I do, in your words, and this is what happens. So
My
just to
gosh.
give you context as to what it is that I do every day.
Shout out to all the moms.
Right?
And dads who do
And
all that.
stay-at-home dads.
Kumbaga
Yeah.
parang no shade naman. Mahirap din yung ginagawa ng mga, or sabihin na natin, sige, let's be more gender neutral. Whoever it is who goes to work, mahirap naman talaga yon.
Pero
Pero
also the ones who
the
keep
one
the
who stay
household
at home,
together.
talagang it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone will tell you na hindi biro na maging homemaker na
I
ikaw
can't
yun
even
nasa bahay.
imagine.
Shout
Right?
out to the homemakers. We love ya.
Totoo yan.
I mean, TBH, like I only pick up after myself because I live alone. But even I can't keep up like every single day.
right?
Alam mo yun, there would be times talaga that everything piles up and you have to, my gosh, do
Yeah.
like a deep clean of everything kasi medyo it gets wild.
Like literally, it's not my thing to clean.
Hindi,
So,
tsaka alam mo yung ano, like it's not a problem. Like for example, kung hindi mo siya ginagawa regularly, like kami, we have kasambahays. Pero pag yung the very few times na, yun nga, yung biglang magde-day off sila yung ano,
Bakasyon.
and magbabakasyon, kami yung gagawa nung what they usually do. It's fine because it's a novelty because you don't do it every day. Pero pag yung every single day for year upon year upon year, ikaw yung gumagawa nun.
My gosh, kapagod.
Oh, nakakapagod
Yeah.
siya. Hindi siya
Araw-araw,
basta-basta.
no?
Akala mo lang ang dali-dali, 'di ba? So, yeah, I guess the whole point in that is when you have that, when you take that tone na parang
You don't do anything?
what do you even do
Oo.
while I'm not here? Parang, hello.
Excuse me.
I keep the house like in order and I keep it together. Without me, this thing will be unglued.
Will fall apart. That's what you should do if you ever get asked by your partner. What do you even do? Okay.
Stop doing it.
Stop doing it. Just show them.
Mhm.
Hello to Mighty Ducks who says, baka pwede namang magpa-birthday greets for me, please. Sana umabot. So,
happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
happy birthday, dear Mighty Ducks.
Happy birthday to you.
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
Parang ang weird kasi Mighty
Mighty
Ducks.
Mighty
yun
na
eh.
ducks pa.
We like that. Hello to Aaron who says, am I the only one na naka-holiday mode na? Malamig na at pahirap ng pahirap pumasok. Itawid natin hanggang bonus to.
Oh,
I
there's
tell
a-
you,
there's a-
everyone's in holiday mode at the moment.
FYI, there's a cold surge.
Oof.
So, yun na siya.
Okay.
Diba there's also like a tropical Charvalu.
Churbalem,
alam mo
Baloo.
yun, like
Depression?
yeah, that kind of thing. I don't know what you call it. But there's a stormy,
A storm
warmy,
brewing.
stormy-ish.
Okay, that's not good.
And it goes with a cold surge. Kaya if you notice, yesterday for the first time, there was a nippy breeze in the
Tsaka
air.
umambon for a little bit.
Kasi 'di ba every day nasa labas kami ng house when we were playing with the dogs. Yesterday was the first day na may konting kurot na yung lamig nung breeze.
Mm.
And we were so thrilled because yesterday we caught the ISSI. Yung International Space Station,
Oh.
ISS.
You can see it in the sky.
Because I was like, sabi ko, uy, ang weird nung airplane. Parang it's very different. Tapos pagtingin ni baby ko, hindi yan airplane. ISS yan, tinan mo. Kasi like airplanes are, the light is supposed to blink. Tsaka multiple lights yan usually. Ito, it's like a steady light and it was just moving. That's super taas.
Oh, that's cool.
Tapos you see it moving at a very steady pace and high up in the sky.
How many people kaya
Tapos
are
we traced it. We went to the ISS
It's there
website
pa.
tracker.
Mm-mm.
That's at that exact time, 6 p.m. It was right above.
Oh,
Philippines.
nice.
But like
It's so exciting.
there are how many people do you think work there at
I have
any given
no
moment?
idea. Pero can you imagine? You're seeing something from outer space.
That's wild.
It's so cool. Tapos, sakto, after mga few seconds, may dumaan na plane. Sabi niya, do you see the difference? Sabi ko,
Like biglang mababa yung
mababa.
itsura.
At saka ang daming lights and all the lights are blinking. Hindi siya steady. Ito, para siyang, can you imagine the North Star?
Mhm.
Pero pag galawin mo,
So it's just
Gumagalaw
one.
siya.
It's just one light.
one light, unblinking.
Very cool.
Ah.
Ang cool, super.
Hello to Ray and to Advent Choi. Hello to Jaire Angeles who says, been listening to your show since naging OFW ako. As someone living abroad, listening to you guys, it feels like I have companions even though I'm alone in my apartment. You literally
Aw.
give me happiness most of the time. Mag-isa akong tumatawa sa mga hirit niyo. It's my birthday this week. I hope mabate niyo ako sa Facebook Live na musical version as a musical fan. Please share your Gcash so I can send my
Oh.
birthday treat. Happy birthday din sa mom ko na birthday kahapon, love Jairus. So let's do
They
it for
both na for
Jairus
both.
and Jairus
And
mom.
the mom.
Musical version daw. Happy birthday to you.
Ay, bakit ganyan?
Nagalit.
Natakot ako.
Nagalit.
Paano yan? Norm, hindi. I mean, like music blending.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Jairus and Jairus mom.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Good morning. Good morning to June. Also to all the engineers assigned in mainland Japan. Good morning to Nico, who's also locked in. First subject ko, Chico sa PhD in engineering. Space Systems Engineering.
See, yay!
That's so cool.
Can you like send the space stuff? I love space.
That is so cool.
I
I know.
love outer
Course
space.
description. The course offers a general overview of the space mission and insights into how its subsystems function and interact with one another.
That's awesome.
It encompasses components of spacecraft systems engineering, mission analysis, attitude control, propulsion, telecommunications, power, spacecraft structures, product assurance, assembly, integration, and verification.
Verification and verification.
Okay. If you were to be in control of space or time, what would you rather be in control of?
Space or time?
Time.
Space.
Time.
I
Kasi
like the
space you can
For me, time.
I like the finiteness of life. I really,
Alam mo,
you
dyan
know
talaga
this.
tayo,
Dyan tayo magkaiba.
magkaiba talaga.
Yeah, I
For me,
do
I
not
will
want
bend
to-
time to my liking.
I can bend. No, I mean like space. I can bend space and
Don't
you know
we
like
know it?
I can bend space. Yeah, like I would like. Can you imagine if you can bend space? You can just go to like I don't know another planet or another whatever.
Wala. Wala ako, Okay na ako sa planet na to, basta I can bend time.
Oo, gusto mo sa bahay ka lang, bed rot. Aanin mo yung bending
I
space.
can do an infinity of that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like time.
Really? Gusto ko parang like, yeah, I want to be in control of time.
No, like
I can
time
slow
travel.
it down. I can speed it up. I
That
can
part
time
kasi I
travel.
like. That part
I can
I like.
freeze it.
Ayoko kasi ng time travel because you're gonna be messing up with the time-space continuum. So,
That's true.
And
Saka
you can
baka
mess
sa
up
ibang timeline
everything.
ka mapunta na hindi mo
Gets.
naman...
But I wonder space, what is that? Like you travel from one place to the next.
yes,
Like you can
like wormholes.
go into
Pero
wormholes.
gusto ko yung aspect ng time na I can freeze time so I can finish like Attack on Titan. Tapos pag pag start ko ulit, andito pa rin ako. Like walang nag-elapse na time. Or have like an 8-hour sleep. And then pag gising ko, I can just continue time again. So hindi ko siya ginugulo. I'm just having this little me time in between seconds.
Mm.
Yeah, that part I like. Pero yung kunyari, going to the past or to the future, I don't want to mess up anything. And I don't know if that's how it works. What if you do something in the past that makes you getting that power to bend time and you get stuck? Kasi iniba mo yung past eh. So it will mess up the future which gave you the power to change time. Eh di na-cancel yung whatever it is that
It's
led you to getting the power in the first place.
Literally serving bodies and
Diba?
what do you call that? Low key.
So I don't know. That's just that's a Pandora's box I don't want to open.
Also saying good morning to Nico says teacher niya daw yung first Filipino engineer na nagpadala ng satellite sa space.
Ay, satellite
Ay,
space.
sorry.
Oh, ayun na nga.
Maya yung name ng satellite. Maya 2. Akala ko Maya.
Sige, later. Hintay kami.
Later, Maya 2 yung name ng satellite.
So, is that the one that we saw? Akala ko it was ISS.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. I don't know.
Also,
Basta it was a satellite. For
good
sure.
morning to my friend JP Soriano from GMA News.
Hello!
Can I just say, ang ganda ng blending nyo nina Chico and Markki. And
Aw.
also saying, oh yeah, that's it. And welcome back. Kasi I think you went to Israel for a little bit
Oh my
Oh,
to
okay.
gosh.
cover like what's happening. So
Hope you're all well
yeah.
back from there, and I'm sure it was a little bit of a shiz show.
A
Mm.
challenge.
Yeah. And on X, let's say hi to a few people. Greeting Coco Hernandez. Thank you so much.
Thank you
you,
so
Coco!
much. My
Very
God.
sweet of you sending us up mot pancit.
Yeah,
The
we'll probably
delicious
do
pancit.
probably just do mukbang in between.
We should do that. Mukbang in
Do mukbang in
between.
between.
Yes. Also saying hi to Rainism. Happy Monday morning, everyone. Hope everyone's ready for the week. Sharing my baby Talisin Rain's third month photo shoot. Last
Oh, yeah.
11/11. Sending good vibes to all. Oh my gosh, malapit na. My brother's girlfriend is about to give birth.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be a
Tito
tito, a full-on
Markki.
tito. Also, please greet my wife Patricia on her first day of work. Hi to Rainism and wife Patricia. Also greeting Kiko Man Machine and Fabrienne. Yung someday na gusto kong makapanood ng concert ni Nina ng live natupad na. Yung someday someone's gonna love me. When kaya? Kaya
Ay.
ba today?
And sabi niya kasi, I don't want to be your friend.
Don't wanna be your friend.
Aw.
Hmm.
Which is a Cyndi Lauper original. FYI.
I did not know that.
And saying hi to my friend Jekka from Bahrain. She's listening to the podcast. And lastly, hello to Aina Meneses Jarcia. And that's it for greets.
Alala ko na naman yung si Aniel. Ginawang Aniel.
Stop!
Si Amiel.
Malapit naman eh.
Aba, ewan ko sa'yo. Ako alam ko Amiel pangalan niya eh. Ginawa mong Aniel eh.
I
Aniel.
misread it.
Ay,
Okay.
nako. Ewan ko sa'yo. Alright, so, hello, Jenica. Long
Hi
time no
to
see.
Janica. We
Hello.
miss ya.
Wala. You're very remiss in your duties
Yeah.
as a trainer.
You are.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
We are revoking your Pokeball.
And I have to say, I'm seeing you everywhere. I keep catching you.
Oo nga eh.
Silikito.
So, yes.
Oh, good morning to Buesti Dreamy.
Abueste,
Hi,
Joy
Westy
Moy.
Joy
Joy Moy. Okay, so
And that's it for greets.
Excited siya kasi her kids, I think, learned how to cook over the weekend when they stayed over her
Aw,
sister's.
that's Oh,
that's
her
so
sister's a
cool.
chef. So, pagluluto na daw siya. Kids niya.
Aw. All right, so we've got our top 10 for today. Thanking Glensome for the topic, what I envy about you. Let's start off with Queen of Deadma.
Number 10.
Ang kinainggitan ko talaga, yung afford mong magpahinga muna ng 1 year after graduation bago mag-work. Ako, working
Oh.
student, and I needed to find a real job agad-agad dahil marami pa akong utang na dapat bayaran.
Year off.
I wish I had that.
Me too.
I just,
Same. I was a working student.
I was a work, not because like I needed to work per se, like financially. And anyway, during my first few years working din naman, honestly, parang lugi pa ako dun sa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would spend more than I would earn.
Same. Me.
But it was mostly because, in this field, kasi parang when opportunity comes, you take it because not everyone gets that opportunity. And so I feel like, I took it, and it was in the middle of college, and I never stopped.
Ako, abonado pa ako.
Yeah.
For
Ako,
gas?
umutang ako sa parents ko
Yeah.
because like, wala akong pang taxi going to the venue or, stuff like that.
Because once you have your foot in the door na,
Yeah.
you just got to keep going. If you take a year off, out of public consciousness na, and not just public consciousness, out of the producer's consciousness, and they're not going to hire you anymore because
Yeah.
they're not going to remember you. I was also a working student. I remember I was working in banqueting and in coffee shops, in
Banquet.
bars, banqueting
Bankay.
in the banquet.
Di ba? Bouquet. So,
So,
bankay.
Parang bangkay, ang pangit. Ano ba yan?
Yes.
Tsaka ako kasi I was still in college and when superstardom beckoned. So,
Kala ko ba child prodigy ka?
That too. And
No, he was in college when he was 8.
I was already in fourth year college when I became a budding
In your
radio
tweens.
jock. Budding, like
Ngayon.
like a bud. Now I'm
Ngayon.
in full bloom.
Now you're a full-on budding budding DJ.
So
Hindi
will
na
you
ako
say
budding
budding
DJ.
no more?
No, because I'm in full bloom.
Oh, yun nga. So you're budding no more.
Well, because
Full bloom.
full bloom,
Yeah.
full bloom.
You're as Doja
But at
Doja
the
Cat
time,
says, ugh la.
Tama, ama ka na, ugh.
Ugh la.
But yeah.
No,
yeah.
and I also worked in the valet.
Oh.
If there's buffet, there's
Valet.
valet,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Hmm.
And yeah, I enjoyed working as a student. I didn't have to rely on my parents, so I guess everyone should get into that when they get into college. Really, maybe find a job, something a little bit more, as they would say, minimum wage.
Pero that's why super tagal ko nag-college. Kasi nga, I don't recommend it. Kasi
It
minsan,
really like distracts
when you get a
you.
taste kasi of the working world, syempre kumikita ka na ng pera, ang hirap
Nagpapalit
na
yung
mag-aral.
priorities.
At saka yung isa reward mo kasi grades, yung isa reward mo money. Pag na-try mo na yung reward mo money, parang
Ay.
hirap na bumalik doon sa, what? For all this hard work, I get a letter or a number, in exchange. So, na-delay yung, like, it took me an extra 2 years in college because I was working. So, honestly, I don't recommend working while you're studying. Just finish your studies already and then get it over and done with, graduate. And then
And if you can
start
take a
working.
year off,
Yeah.
take it.
Ang hirap, promise. Ang hirap ipagpatuloy pag kumikita ka na. Tsaka ang exciting kasi nung the workforce world.
And not just that, tsaka when you start paying the bills,
The
your own
bills.
bills, ang hirap na to take a year off.
At saka
Because the
eh,
bills won't stop.
Accurate.
papasok na yung thought na, but isn't this why I'm studying to get a job? But if I have a job already, do I really still need to finish my studies? Papasok yan
Yeah.
tas tatamarin ka na eh. So
Yeah,
just finish it.
I was lucky. After graduating college, I went straight into entertainment. I did Filipinas Got Talent, and then tuloy-tuloy na yun. But like, there are some people when right after college, it's an uphill climb.
It's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
True. And yeah.
Yes.
From Advenchoy,
Number 9.
what I envy about you, meron kang 6 digits na sahod. Samantalang ako, 6 digits na utang.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
Di bali na hindi 6 digits yung sahod mo, pero hopefully wala kang 6 digits na, or
ang
any
hirap
utang
nun.
actually.
Actually, that's true. And from Shavana,
Number 8.
people seem to gravitate towards you and it's so easy for you to connect to other people, while I seem to repel people with my awkward attempts at conversation.
Mm.
Actually, the more awkward you feel, minsan hindi ka naman talaga awkward. It's because you feel awkward.
That's why it comes out
That's why
awkward.
people feel awkward.
That's true.
Diba?
You're giving them that energy.
You're giving them that energy na posibleng ikaw mismo, you would pass off as a regular person. It's just because you're so woundly strung up na people tuloy feel awkward around you. So it's just
Right.
you.
And that's why they don't let you through immigration, right, Chico?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's nothing awkward about a little bit of silence, to be honest. Like, if you don't have anything to contribute to like a conversation that's happening, you don't have to talk just because you feel like, nako, ang awkward, hindi ako nagsasalita. Kasi sometimes that's when it becomes more awkward.
It's true.
When you try to insert yourself in a conversation that you're not a part of, and parang off yung hit, magiging off tuloy yung hirit mo.
You know what's so weird? Over the weekend, it's the strangest thing. So I was walking, and then there was this lady sitting down waiting for somebody.
Yeah.
And then she was kind of like waving, parang half wave. And then I was just standing there. And then she looks at me and she goes, "Di niya ako nakikita." And I'm like, Why are you talking to
Sino kausap niya?
ako? Parang, no, but you get it? Like, kasi I guess I don't know, kunyari husband niya, na parang, hindi niya ako nakikita. Like, thinking out loud, but because I was there, so she addressed it to me. And I'm like, we don't know each other.
Maybe
Should you just go
maybe she
with
just wanted
No,
to.
I know. You know the whole, I'm pretty sure this happened to you. Alam mo yung minsan nasa grocery ka, and then there's somebody by themselves, and then they're like, nasan yung ano? Like, you know what
They're
I mean?
muttering to themselves.
They're just talking to
Like,
themselves.
they're talking
yeah.
to themselves / they also know that you're there. So to a degree, they're also talking to you-ish.
Parang ganon. So
Parang
halfway.
ganon. It's like they're not
Like a halfway
talking
point.
to you.
Mm-mm.
But because they're there and they're thinking out loud, di parang, di sige, sama na rin kita sa conversation.
That's like me in the steam room when I do lines. I mean, when I'm memorizing my lines, I say it out loud. And there was a time back when I was doing Angels in America that after spinning class, I would go into the steam room and I would say the lines out loud. And then there were people who would come in
What
and
a
they'd be like,
wild lifestyle.
Palitan natin yung verb, When you read lines, you mean?
what did I say?
When
No.
you're practicing
When
your
you're
lines.
practicing your Alam mo,
Alam
sabi
mo?
mo, baka mapideya ka dito.
Alam mo, Hazel,
No,
kids these
hello.
days.
I'm saying the lines. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, so I would say those lines out loud and people would ask me. No, that's not what I meant. When I would say the
God.
lines out loud.
Ooh,
But I'd say it quietly. No, absolutely not. And in the steam room, no less.
Ang wild.
Wild naman.
No,
Woo.
but like people would ask me if I was okay because
I would ask you too if you're okay.
I'm saying it quietly naman.
May ano
So-
na, may ganap pa sa steam room. Sus.
Hello, I had no other time to go through my lines before going on stage.
Mm.
So like right before the show, like I would do my spinning so that my body would be ready to go on stage. I'd be awake and alive and ready to go. So I had to
Usually.
also say my lines out loud.
Yung
So
tali mo, Parisian honey. They're like, baka ma-read kayo.
no, that's not what I meant.
Oh, child.
And with that, never do drugs. It's bad.
Oh, sabi ni Chinito Ken. Oh, tara, batuhan tayo ng line sa steam room. G.
Wow! Ready naman daw siya to
Okay.
Take on the
practice.
roles.
Uh-uh.
That I'm well, I'm going back to that now because I'm starting to memorize my lines for the next project I'm doing. So it's like I need someone
Okay.
to throw lines with.
Okay, and next, coming from Glensum.
Number 7. Number 7.
What I envy about you, your commitment. Whether it's your diet or your relationship. Kaya mong tumanggi sa tukso kahit nasa harapan mo na. Alam mo yung that kind of discipline.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, ako like hats off if you're like yung disciplines of
Like when you say
discipline of
one
steel.
thing, talagang you can
stick
stick
to it.
to it.
Yeah,
Like,
so like
no
we said,
cheating.
whether it's diet or exercise or in a relationship or to sleep early. Alam mo yung pag you put your mind to it, you do it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's so
That's
funny.
amazing.
Speaking of diet, because last night I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a salad for dinner. So I ordered a salad. And then I was like,
Kumain ng
you know
cake.
what? I'm just getting a salad. I might as well get a dessert. Parang pwede naman, di ba? So, order ako ng dessert. My gosh, the dessert arrived and I was gagged. Parang good for 3 to 4 people. Ang laki, like huge. Pero yun naman pala, ice cream naman pala. I thought I ordered like a slice of pie. Pero ibang pie siya, parang mostly ice cream. So it's super chunky.
Parang kami din kagabi, so we're like, I'm kind of hungry. Parang ako din. Halika, let's look for something. Sabi ko, sige, fruits. Let's eat watermelon. Okay, let's go. Let's go downstairs. Pagdating namin sa baba, kita namin may siopaw pa pala. We're like, you want to have a siopaw? O sige, half tayo, half. Tapos nung iniinit na namin, andito na rin lang tayo, dalawa na lang to. O di tig-isa na lang tayo. So we went from fruits to half a siopaw to one siopaw each.
It happens. I tell
It's
you.
insane.
It's
I
the
tell you.
worst.
Tapos ang hirap, pareho pa kaming enabler. So alam mo yung parang
Kesa naman masira lang yung siopaw, di
kaya
ba?
nga,
Kasi,
so it's so easy for us to like snowball pag ni-decide na namin na
pakuan to
magsasnack
siopaw.
from something so healthy as fruits. Napunta kami sa tig-isang siopaw na malaki. So,
No, I mean, literally over the weekend,
ay.
I had my teeth whitened, so I could only eat white food, right?
Mm-mm.
Thank you to Urban Smiles. And after that, like, I literally went to my favorite bread place
Mm.
and ordered all my favorite bread. And I was like, this is for the entire weekend because I have to, like, just eat white food for 3 days. I finished it on Friday. It was really
Dapat for the
bad.
entire weekend.
the
Yeah, but for
whole
the entire
weekend?
weekend. Well, maybe like half of it I finished on
Okay.
Friday. But still, it
If
was
it's
like
there na kasi,
it's
so
there
hard,
na,
di
and I'm
ba?
like hungry because the entire day I was starving myself because of the I had my teeth whitened, so I couldn't eat for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I just devoured all of this awesome bread.
Ay, nako, lalo na.
30% off, mind you.
Lalo na ako, cause Baby Whale always finds it so weird that I love just eating bread.
Mhm. Like plain?
Like plain. Like as in, like square bread. Like bread.
Okay.
And yeah, I just like, tapos I would always eat it the same way. I eat the sides first, yung
Parang
brown.
daga.
Oo, tapos pag naiwan na yung gitna, just the white part,
Wala nang ano.
wala nang crust.
Mm-mm.
Then I start eating just the bread, and I love. I mean, of course, I would love if there was butter or something, but I love it just as much. Plain bread.
I can eat plain bread if the bread is on the sweet side. But if it's plain bread na it's not even sweet,
No, even plain bread.
I
Even
don't like.
alam mo yung tasty, kumbaga.
I can't.
Like I love.
I
Plain
don't.
Bread.
I can't do plain
I
bread.
it's
love
tasty na
plain
medyo sweet.
bread.
if it's not wheat bread,
I've
I don't
conditioned.
like. Ayoko kung walang palaman
I've
na sweet
conditioned
bread.
kasi myself to thinking that bread is bad, rice is bad. So when it's by itself, there's no use.
Oh, I
eating
can't
it.
eat rice on its own. Pero bread,
No, but
like,
I mean,
yes,
it's just
go.
no. Like for me, it's no use because it's all carbs.
I know.
So like, if you at least if you put maybe like a little meat on
Butter.
top or I don't know, burger. Sometimes I put like a piece of burger meat
Or
on
like
top.
kung Danish siya na tipong may something, it's like a sweet treat.
Ay, ewan ko.
At
I
least
love,
yun treat,
I
diba?
super love plain bread.
You know what I want?
super
What
love
I've been
plain bread.
craving? Kasi I am seeing stories from people in Japan. Yung sandwich nila na parang it's a sandwich pero it's ganitong this thick na cream with like strawberries. What do you call those again? Basta yung parang ganun lang.
Is it the milfil
It's in
or
Japan,
something?
diba? Madaming ganun
Parang
doon.
ganun,
Parang
yeah.
siyang sandwich pero like cream and fruit.
And fruit.
Oh, I want.
That looks so good. My gosh. From Keej.
Number 6. Number 6.
What I envy about you. My brother and I are almost 10 years apart. But he was born at a time na hindi na kami as well off. So hindi na niya inabutan yung era where, we had a lot of money. But in a weird way, I envy how he enjoys and wants simple things. Kasi pag inabutan mo yung plenty, tapos biglang you went to medyo wanting, then you can compare like, before nung marami pa kaming money, ganito yung na-enjoy ko. Ngayon, ito na lang. Yeah, you feel like it's a downgrade.
Parang it's not enough.
It's
'cause you
not
want
enough
more.
because you've tasted what it was like to have a lot. But yeah, I can understand how when you see somebody na ito yung inabutan, so hindi naman niya alam na hindi pa niya natitikman yung having a lot.
But
You envy the contentment, and they don't live life thinking na
Because they don't know what it's like.
they don't know
to
what
have
it's
more.
like. Yeah.
no, and it's also okay. Like for example, coming from privilege, like for example, you had a great childhood. Your
Mhm.
parents supplied you with everything. Don't rely on that. Try to remove yourself from that when you reach a certain age and try to start your own life without having to rely on your parents. Because I know in the Philippines, It's harder because parents like to keep you in their houses for longer
Mm.
periods of time. And then you don't realize that you don't know how to live your own life.
True.
God forbid something happens to your parents and you have to handle yourself.
Mhm.
Like you're thrown in the deep end of the water and asked to swim.
Yeah.
Like you just have to figure it out. Even if you're living the best life with people who are providing for you, find a way to make it a little bit harder for yourself. Push yourself to work, make your own money so you don't have to rely on your parents your entire life.
True. And from Maxim the Winter,
Number 5. Number 5.
what I envy about you, you have a spoiler. I mean, yeah, I can spoil myself, but iba lang yung feeling nung to have someone who's willing to spoil you.
It's nice to have that.
It's also
True.
nice to have that. And from Tampupu,
Number 4. Number 4.
favorite ka ni mama. Kahit siguro dagukan mo ko nang walang dahilan sa harap niya, ikaw pa rin ang kakampihan niya. That's terrible. And from Chinito Ken,
Number 3. Number 3.
I envy people who have escaped the traps of social media. Yung nagpo-post na lang ng gusto nila regardless of likes or insights or algorithm, etc. That would be nice
Yeah.
if you're not enslaved by social media. And from Coco Hernandez,
Number 2. Number 2.
you know how to accept the compliments and forget the insults. Oh, how? But yeah.
You just say thank you. You know how some people when they accept compliments, it's like, ay hindi naman. Ganun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just better to just respond with a, oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was very nice of you.
If you find that a little awkward, you can do it like in a funny way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. Ganon.
Yeah.
Or do what I do. I'm like, ano pa? What else?
Or
Diba?
just
So
say,
like-
I know, right? Ganon. I know, right? Yeah.
or ano, you just go like, okay, and keep going. Go on. What else? Yun lang? What else is amazing about me?
Why are you so obsessed with me? Tell
Why are
me
you
more.
so obsessed with me?
And, or yung, pwedeng may version nun eh. Yung, bakit ako?
Or yung kay
Bakit
Jervis,
ako?
yung ako lang to.
Stoy, ano ba?
Ayun yung ano
Ako lang
natin,
to.
yun yung title nung ano natin portion. At ko lang to.
At ko lang to.
Remember, we were trying to
Yes!
remember it. I
At ko lang
realized.
to.
Oo
Yeah.
nga, no? At ko lang to. And the top.
And the top entry. Number 1. Number 1.
What I envy about you comes from the Super Malas guy.
The Super Malas guy says,
The actual life that you're living is what my online life could only aspire for. Yung parang, ako nga, I try to, to try to make my life look a certain way. Ikaw, wala eh. Yun talaga eh. That is your life. Ako, kinocurate ko yung life ko to make it look better
Look better than it
actually
is.
And ikaw, you don't have to do anything. It's literally your life.
That's why it's great to see that those individuals who just like enjoy their lives, they don't have to post on social media. If they do, they just post whatever they like to post, but
Exactly.
they're living the best life that they can live.
more importantly, should we keep going for the next stop? Because
Yes,
it's
we are.
9:55.
And let's give you a couple of more. Tampupu says, nainggit ako sa mga taong kayang mag-whistle, mag-snap ng fingers, mag-roll ng R. Lahat yan, hindi ko nagagawa. Talaga? Even whistle I get, but snap the fingers?
Snap your fingers.
Everyone can snap fingers. Weird. Coco Hernandez says, you are happy and comfortable with what is as you continue to work on what will be.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy ka na with what you have, but that doesn't mean you stop looking for more.
That's
But
the
you're
key to
content.
happiness.
You're
With what you
content
have.
with what you have, but there's always
Still
always
working.
more that you
Room
can
for,
do.
yeah,
for something better.
improvement. Oo.
Maxim the Winter says, malapit yung work mo sa bahay mo. I, on the other hand, literally have to travel at least an hour and a half to go to work and another
Oh.
hour and a half to come home.
At least. Oh my
At
gosh, imagine
least.
pag may traffic.
2 hours, 2 hours
Oh
and a
my
half,
God.
3 hours.
3 hours. Oh my gosh.
Queen of Deadma says, you graduated from a small school without any awards, but buong angkan mo nagpunta sa graduation mo. Ako, I graduated from one of the top universities with Latin honors, but
And no one
nobody
came.
attended.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Diabolique says, we're both jowas of magbarkada. Pero inggit ako sa'yo. Kasi you assimilated so well with their barkada. Samantalang ako, I still feel like an outsider. Alam mo yung medyo sabay kayo naging jowa ng magbarkada.
Pero yung
Tapos,
isa,
siya
mas
parang
one
part
of the,
of the
one
barkada
of
na
the
siya.
gang na.
Tapos ikaw parang everyone's still so careful around you and hindi ka rin you're just not comfortable
Siguro
with
yung
them.
personality type mo lang just isn't,
Don't
you know,
jive.
yeah.
Farmer Sanchez says that you're living peacefully under everyone's radar versus everyone wanting to have an update about your life and your happenings to be their competition. You don't have to be a celebrity to do that, ha? Minsan, regular person ka, pero for some reason, you're so out there.
Yeah.
That's why people can always comment on your life kasi, kunyari, very active ka on social media. Then they know everything that's happening in your life.
Yeah. No, sometimes it's better to just like, post small things once in a while so people miss you and then like lay low for a bit, then come back again and post again. Because there's some people who will just post daily and
Yeah, yung nonstop.
and those are the ones that get targeted.
That's
Because they're
true.
like ito full of he keeps like wanting people to talk about him. That's why he keeps posting.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And from Chinito Ken, what I envy about you, yung mga tiny mukbang content creators. Grabe sila lumamon. Pero ang liliit.
Ang
at
liliit
ang papayat.
nila, no?
And
How do they do?
And super I had my mukbang era. Super favorite ko. This tiny girl. My gosh. Tapos yung, alam mo yung parang anime na ang liit-liit ng katawan. Tapos yung, kahit yung bibig niya ang liit-liit. Tapos, my gosh. Kung kumain siya ng mga bandehado ng ramen and all.
Pero,
And it's like, how are you putting all of that in your tiny little body?
but you might be inggit for now, but are they healthy?
Hindi,
That's
I'm-
the question.
actually, I am
With all
worried
that
for
stuff
them.
That they do.
In the future,
cannot-
ulcer is waving.
It cannot be
It
healthy.
cannot.
Pero
yeah.
alam mo yun, just at that moment, I'm really amazed at how
Yeah.
they can eat so much. And in one sitting and alam mo, chinecheck ko kung nag-edit tuloy-tuloy siya.
Nakakasuka.
And I don't know how. Like there was even this one girl, she put like parang 7 or 10 eggs in her ramen and she would eat per egg buo. Together with soup or together with noodles. And I'm like, how? How are you doing this?
I never had a mukbang era.
I did.
Kasi
when
I tried watching, yun, parang I felt like I wanted to throw up just watching. Kasi nga parang,
yeah.
that's insane! Who would want to eat that much? Alam mo yun, yung parang, feeling ko din parang, I don't know if it's still pleasurable for them or if they're just putting on an act for the camera na
ang
parang,
sarap,
parang
pa rin
masarap. Kasi minsan
Oo.
parang, my gosh, hindi ba parang at that point, medyo,
Totoo.
Yeah,
And
gonna
totoo
throw
yan
up.
Si Marcus was saying, si Mark Weens, remember si Migrationology? Pumayat pa siya.
yeah,
And di ba we were saying like, how can he eat all of this food and
crazy.
stay thin siya? Pumayat pa. So I
How
don't
does
know.
that work?
I don't know. I have no idea. How could you lose weight eating so much food?
Or maybe nag-IF siya or something. Like, kasi they say that when you IF, even if you're eating a lot more than usual, like you're sweating it out during the rest of the time. I know for a fact that when I reach 13, 14 hours, my body starts to get really warm.
Sabi ni John Sanay, Ozempic.
Actually, that's true. And si Renz din yung ramen nga daw, minsan sa isang mukbang, 8 to 10
Who
packs.
wants to eat 8 packs of ramen?
I've seen this.
That's too
I
much.
mean, you can't even,
And they
That's
put
barely
terrible.
finish one.
Alam mo
That's
yung parang
terrible for you.
nasa kawa na siya. Hindi na siya bowl.
Hindi siya appetizing.
That's like
eh.
carbs on carbs on carbs.
No, I find it so...
Nakakasuka.
Cannot.
Hindi.
It's gross.
Natatakam ako when I see mga ganyan.
I can't.
I can't.
Ayoko,
That's
just
too
seeing the
much.
volume, pag nakita ko pa lang, yun nga yung plato na isang bandehado. It's like, oh my God.
No, I cannot. That's too much.
It would make me not
Mm.
want to eat. It
No,
would have
I
the opposite effect
want.
on me.
I want.
Ang nainggit
Ako
lang ako
din.
sa mukbang na napanood ko, yung king crab.
Yun.
Oh
same.
yes,
Yun,
I love
yun.
that.
Nainggit
I
ako
want to
doon.
try.
Gusto ko yun.
I want to try
I
king
wanna try it, but not
crab.
on my own. Like, I would try it with you guys. If we
Sa
can
akin
order
budget
like,
kasi.
tsaka mahal nun, like almost 10K, mga 10K or
10K
more.
In
for
Japan,
that?
25K.
20, yung in Japan. Pero I think you can get, depende where you get it from. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Can you imagine
Mahal talaga
25K?
siya. Oo.
Kahit maghati-hati tayo. magkano yun?
Pero I
Then,
know for a fact that there's a place na you can parang eat all you can crab.
but seafood kasi
Pero
for
kasi
me,
I want king crab.
yun mismo.
Alam mo yung pag
malaki
binrake
pa
mo
sa
yung
dalawang ulo.
yung arm, yung isa one of the legs, yung usually sa crab tinatapon na natin.
Yeah.
Pag king crab, because it's so big, pag tinanggal mo yung shell, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Tapos yung i-dip mo sa
Yeah, and
Stop.
that dip, yung parang mix of like,
like butter and lemon and like,
and all the good stuff.
Oh my gosh, you know,
We should do that. Where can we do that here?
I don't know nga eh, saan ba may king crab? Pero ang mahal no.
Hanap tayo nung hindi ganun kamahal, okay?
Oo.
Maybe a little smaller.
or hanap
right?
tayo ng ano, isponks.
Mm.
No, but like the thing is, not in terms of king crab, but in terms of prawns, shrimp, I have realized that you can actually just eat the skin of it.
Alam mo, I think you can order something cheaper. Yung seafood boil. They have that di ba? Parang ganun din naman yung essentially you have crabs, you have like all sorts of seafood. Let's get a seafood boil.
Let's do that. Hey, I know a good place. I just
Pero
have to
mag-iingat ka
remember.
daw pag kumakain ka ng prawns. Ingat ka mag-drive.
Because
You might be accident prawn.
I cannot.
You might become accident prawn.
Okay.
Matakot kayo.
I'm gonna delete Chico. I'm prawning my friends.
I cannot with you.
Currently prawning my friends.
And also from 7070, yung di mo masyadong ginalingan, yung ikaw, hindi mo masyadong ginalingan, pero mas magaling ka pa rin sa amin na kinareer to death namin. Gets? Yung ganun siya kagaling.
Yung sa'yo, pwede na.
Parang pwede na. Tapos kami talagang
It's
we
the best
gave
na.
our best. And yours is still better than ours. Arch Aguilar says, you have a smile that is contagious and it lights up the room. When in reality, your world is falling apart. Meron lang talaga taong parang beacon of light. And even when they're not in a good place, they can still brighten up a room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the top, what I envy about you, comes from Shavana.
Shivana says,
I envy you because you don't envy anyone. You're happy with what you have, and you're happy even if others have more than you.
And you even cheer them on.
And you even cheer them on.
Yeah.
At saka legit ha, hindi yung sasabihin mo na,
hindi plastic.
oh, I'm so happy for you, pero deep inside you resent them for having more. Like if you're legit happy for other people with what they have, even if it's more than what you have, because you're already
it
happy
means you're
with what
happy
you
with
have.
Can I
yourself.
just
Right?
say,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
my good friend Kayla Rivera, that's very her.
That's very
She'll
her.
cheer you on like every single person that I see her comment on and talk to. She just genuinely cares.
Yeah.
And it's just what makes her such a breath of fresh air.
Exactly.
And why I love her so much.
And it's not a put on. Kasi meron
It's
maraming
not. It's
tao
real.
iba fake
She's
eh.
genuinely like a kind individual.
That's
since
true.
we brought it up earlier, yung very performative nga.
Yeah.
Para sabihin ng tao na, ay, ang galing niya.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you.
Right?
Pero
The-
like deep down, they're not.
And you, to a degree, I'm sure yung iba mahirap i-detect, pero to a degree, we know who is performative and who is legit, di ba? I mean, even if you don't know them personally, parang just based on, kunyari, social media, medyo madidetect mo kung sino yung,
Yeah.
Nakakita mo yung mga
sino
troll.
yung medyo,
Yung
Yung
iba
mga
inconsistent.
True. Yung mga,
Oo.
and there's also a way of writing your comments.
true.
It's like there's the ellipses, there's the emojis, diba? Different ways.
Okay, so what about us? What's ours?
Ooh, what I envy about you.
Ay, sabi ni James, try umimatsu in Remedios Circle in Malate. There is a giant king crab outside.
Wow. Oh, parang I think I passed by there. I've seen that king crab. I think.
No.
'Cause,
Okay.
like, I've been in PGH a lot these past years, so I'm always around that area. So parang I check that out next time.
Okay. Let me see. Ako more of like very situational. Like usually it's just the The only thing talaga na nagkakaroon ako ng envy, yung pag nakakita ko ng mga travel posts, kasi gusto ko rin mag-travel. So it's very situational. Like yung parang, I wanna go to. That's the most common for me. That's why
I had this travel post.
when I see people going to wonderful places,
Mhm.
it gets my travel feet itchy. Na parang gusto ko rin puntahan. And kasi, you know what, the frustrating part, obviously you can't go to every single place in the world, but there are so many content creators who specialize in showing you
In
these amazing
travel.
places, and like, alam ko namang hindi ko siya mapupuntahan, pero like nakakainggit lang pag nakikita ko yung mga those amazing places na wala sa list namin. Because that means if they're not on the list, well, obviously, hindi namin sila mapupuntahan.
Yeah.
So nakakainggit lang na parang like, I wish I had all the time and all the money to visit all the places that I've always wanted to go to.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's basically like the subtle art of not giving an F or something.
Yeah.
But they were talking about that. Initially, that's all he wanted to do: travel the world, see different places, which is what he did for a few years. But then he realized that he wanted more.
Yeah. Actually, the
Than
more
just
you
that.
see, the more you want to see.
Or no, not necessarily more places. He was getting burned out.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't deal with it anymore. He wanted to find something else that made him happy. So at the end of the day, we covet what we can't have for
Yeah.
ourselves, because it's only available to a select few, and then you want something else, right? So we never really fully get content at the end of the day. What I envy about you. What I envy about my parents. Well, they've just finished the ski property in Norway, so it's beautiful that they're always posting photos driving in snow, going out cross country skiing, sitting by the fire drinking hot cocoa. It's certain things like that that make me wish that I was over there for the winter season. I miss Norway during the winter season. It's such a beautiful winter wonderland, and yon, maybe next year, who knows?
Ako, what I envy about you in general, I envy people who are good with money.
Yes.
People
Ugh.
na they don't, like, for example, their lifestyle doesn't necessarily follow their income. Yung parang, kasi for me, I'm not saying naman na I'm horrible with money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in debt or anything like that. It's just that for me kasi, parang the more I earn, the more I spend.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a constant readjustment. So parang ganun din, you know what I mean? So it's basically staying in the same place when you think about it, versus people na, they keep earning more, nag-increase yung income more and more and more. Pero yung lifestyle, carry sila na to just stay wherever. Alam mo yon, just to
That's
stay the
true.
same. That's very difficult for me. Because for me, when I know that, oh, look, I have more money, then I'll be spending
Let's
more
spend
money.
more.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
No, actually ako nga yung mga yung parang alam na alam nila yung ginagawa nila when it comes to
Yeah.
investment, where to put their money. Ingit na ingit ako sa ganun.
Ako
Diba?
din.
Like, how
I'm not
do you
good at that
know?
shiz.
Like, kasi parang, even if let's say you have an amount
financial
of money.
literacy talaga.
Sobra. Like the financially literate people, nakakainggit kasi parang, do you actually know what you're doing?
No,
Kasi
and-
parang ang galing lang na they're so maalam when it comes to
And
these
to
things.
be fair, I think in general, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they will be more financially literate for sure.
Yeah.
Because now it's, diba, it's more parang it's more widespread
Yeah,
versus
that's
like
true.
for the millennials and for, I guess,
Kasi
the
yun nga, like,
older ones.
kunyari lang, like, okay, for the sake of argument, if ever I do win the lotto and then suddenly you have all these millions at your disposal,
Where are you gonna put it?
I wouldn't know where
How to
put
grow the money.
Ask my
Exactly.
Diba? Parang like, hindi, pero that's what I
I just be
mean.
spending it.
Hindi, kasi for sure, I can ask people, pero nakakaingit nga na,
Yung ikaw mismo, alam mo.
ikaw mismo, na alam mo na where to
Where
put
you
it.
gonna
kasi
put it?
magaling ka.
Exactly.
I
Ingit na
have
ingit
friends
ako
who
sa
are like
ganyan.
that.
Diba?
Yung parang, nakakahiya naman to ask na parang, can you just do that for me? Can I just...
Oh, si Juice Black nag-research na.
Mm.
Oh, meron na tayong kakainan ng
Saan?
king crab.
Magkano?
28K. Diyos ko, Lord.
28K.
Si ano ba si Babe ba? Mahilig sa...
Ang mahal.
Si Baby Whale.
Kasi di ba allergic siya. So not
Ah.
so much.
Bigyan na lang natin ng ano.
EpiPen.
EpiPen. Favorite rusher says, ask me daw for financial literacy.
Ayun.
Oh,
Ayun.
ask
O
me.
yan.
Buti na lang may
Exactly.
daddy strom ako. Kasi, di ba, finance guru yun. But the thing is, the problem with that is like parang he doesn't want me to invest in anything. Because he's like, he weighs everything, and he's like, you need to find a higher percent chance of making money as opposed to higher risk. So I'm like, okay, so what? I'll just hang on to my money. He's like, yes.
Kasi ako,
Alam mo yung when you're presented with like options, kasi diba usually they do that. Like they'll tell you, oh, if you put your money here, this is what's gonna happen. Ito yung risk, ito yung chances of you earning this much or whatever. None of it makes sense to me.
I was going to say, when people start
Same
talking
thing.
about
when I
ano,
hear these things,
When-
it's literally like, help, I'm drowning.
alam mo ba ako,
Throw
pag,
me
when people start talking about investments, ang dating sa akin,
Literal. Diba? It's the same for me.
like sa akin parang like, ano daw? Nakikita ko lang gumagalaw yung
Ako
lips
parang
nila.
I have this glazed look and I'm just like, But in my head, I'm like, what? What in the world is going on?
That's
well.
pag po yung mga, 4.8% per annum.
Anom!
Diba? Ayan, karma.
Mga ganon, di ba? So, yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again tomorrow.
we'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m.
See you
and
then.
we'll leave you with our final song. Ria's up next. Stick around. Here's Kayla, number 2 on the countdown. Love ya.
We
on
love
the
ya,
Monster.
Kayla.
Bye, guys.
Bye.